All I've been taught is how to do the still camera.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on your checklist, but not your fault.
Okay, turning on thrusters, turning on lights.
Okay, Agus is going down.
Roger, diving.
Roger, diving.
068 reps.
Wait till you have the ship's heading.
Oh, you're right.
Can I get nav on there?
Yep.
Nav bridge.
Bridge, come back.
Ship is now in DP position holding.
Roger, thank you.
Getting the ship. Ship heading. That's about it. Okay, zeroing reps.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, how long do you think it would take to get to the bottom, roughly?
Where are you, 1,700 meters or something?
Yep.
About an hour.
I'll stop 50. You guys ready for control?
We're good, yep.
Roger, we're ready.
Okay, go ahead and bump it.
Just start it going,
Okay, you
Randy.
got it. Deck's going off comms.
Roger.
Yeah, when he says bump it, just start.
Oh,
He just
okay.
wants to see it move.
All right.
Putting on your dive salvo.
Yep.
Roger.
So I should put my auto heading once we reach the bottom, right?
Yes, yeah, leave it off until
Leave
then.
it on for now. Okay, I have my SPP on 200, so.
Yeah. Go for 27 meters per minute on the winch, or 28.
Roger.
You want to get the bar in there and then do
Yeah.
the gauges?
This delta dip fine? 5?
It's okay for now. We want to keep it close to 0.
Yeah. Okay, that seems right. Okay, checking gauges.
It's a bit quick on the winch, Randy. Keep it under 30 for sure. Go for 28.
Roger. Thank you. Thanks, Tammy. That's very helpful.
All right. Looking good. Gonna get our dive in. Exciting dive. Last one.
Yay. Not yay like last one, but yay, we actually get to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
more.
It's not a yay, you want us off the boat.
No, we like you guys.
The voltage drop for Argus is pretty huge.
Voltage is 110, 109.
Sorry, not the voltage drop, but the ground fault.
Yeah, it's down, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be 47.8 or something.
Yeah, and 22. So yeah, keep an eye on it. That's what it was yesterday, I think.
True. So 7. All right.
And yeah, Shannon, when you get a chance, want to set up the stealth cam and see if it'll play nice remotely with us today and can capture pictures.
Yeah. Is it on?
I
It
believe.
is on, yeah.
Ah.
Should be. Let me
Copy
know if
that.
you have issue with it.
Copy that, thanks.
Let's... Let's see if I remember how to do it.
Hey Jeff, what is the site name?
I have it down in my sheet as ridge northwest of Gray's Canyon.
Okay.
USBL on, Randy.
Thank you.
USBL on?
Oh, no, never mind.
No,
Sorry.
right?
I was like, that's on
Yeah.
battery. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jeff, can you pull out on the high pack and show me what we're getting ourselves into here?
Sure can. We are diving on the flank of the ridge at essentially where we left off last time, where we ascended. We have some points here to look at, and then we're going waypoint 4. Let's see. I think these are the old waypoints. So we're going to continue north. Let me see. We don't have a dive plan yet. It's still in the works.
So those are all 10-meter contours?
Yes.
So that's a difficult landing pad there, but it all is, no matter where we go there.
Yeah.
So when we're moving around here, we're just going to do, until we get the lay of it, because I know there were some overhangs where they were last time and stuff like that. We'll just do little short moves.
Okay.
And Randy, when we land out here, can you see where you got high pack there too?
Yeah.
So we'll be facing east.
Oh, that way?
Yeah, when we come down. And then, because we're not going to have a nice flat bottom to land and spin around on, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be stretched out this way, like Argus and then Herc to the west.
Oh, okay.
Leave a lot of altitude. And then I'm going to come around and get out where I'm supposed to be to the east, and then we'll come down. We might come, usually we only do 10 or 20 meters.
Yeah.
We might be 50 meters up. I don't know. We'll make a decision then, right?
I'll stop it
so that
now
as we come down, Herc is in the front of the cliff. Yeah, and then we come down nice and easy so that we don't
Gotcha.
get ourselves in trouble.
Sometimes
I'll let you know
just
when I
makes
feel
a folder
bottom.
within that folder if it doesn't cooperate. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It was great for our last dive. More challenge.
Yep.
Yay, a dive plan.
Sure, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Randy, can I see that quick?
Sure.
Yeah, good morning to everyone following along on Nautilus Live. Excited to have you with us on this dive, descending down to 1,700 meters, 1,600 meters. And this is a gorgeous site. We've been to the area previously. We're going to expand our exploration up to the north.
I need to add these new points, NPs.
Yeah.
I need to put that in now.
There you go.
All right, sure, thank you.
Oh, you're not talking on SPL? Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, points in. Our first point is to the south of where we are landing on. At 2.2.
Yeah, once we're down there and we're moving around, like I said, we'll do small moves, unless it looks like, we'll get the lay of it when we go down there. But at this depth, though, we'll just all watch the layback if we're calling in, like, moves consecutively, so the ship is not stopping. So we'll just all keep an eye that like Argus is not too far out of here. If we're going north, say, and we start to see this, we'll stop and let it come back. No, that's got to be put in. So it's just a little calculator that just tells you how long it's going to take you to get there. Oh. What is the bottom exactly, or as it says on that dive sheet?
$1,600. Waypoint 2 is 1,600, and begin at we're diving on waypoint 2.
Oh, we're halfway there.
I'm really excited for the captures from this dive again.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited to see this stuff. You can see how exciting a 3,000 or 4,000 meter blue water dive would be, Randy.
Give you that good experience, Randy. At the end.
I think this is our deepest dive. Has it been?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I think so.
Done so many shallow dives.
Yeah.
But if you were to dive like 3,000 meters, would the shifts be like 4 hours?
We'll still do a 4-hour watch, but yeah, somebody's going to draw an unfortunate card there.
I see.
When we're diving that deep, we don't really do like the 12-hour tempo. You know, once we get down there, try to stay.
Yeah.
24-hour ops.
Yeah.
Like
Usually.
Megan, do you know the record for the longest time Herc has stayed in the water?
I do know that. Does anyone want to guess? We can make it a game.
I think it's is it an ONC dive?
It's an ONC dive. That's correct. Ocean Networks Canada.
Say 74 hours. Just a guess.
I was going to say 72, but yeah, it's always going to be like an odd. So I'll say 73.
82.
82. Wow.
It's 73. Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
73.
I was like, nailed
Whoa,
it.
Tammy.
Nailed it.
Wow.
well, it's like ONC. You can't be right on the right time. So I was
Yeah.
like, that'd be an odd number.
She prompted the question, so should we be suspicious that she didn't already know the answer?
Damn it. That's all right.
I did not know the answer, but I knew Megan would know, so that's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's been Argus-only dives. Do you know that one?
I don't know that one. That was probably Simone Clipper.
I think it was the Clipper.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know.
I would have no idea. I've never been on
I was on it. Well, everybody did. It was the longest dive ever. Everybody had a piece of it. I don't know.
What does Argus do when it's alone?
Not much.
He was towing had a big fin put on it to try and tow straight, and was towing a side scan.
Oh, okay.
So
not much.
yeah, big tow sled. Not looking at a lot.
No, okay. I mean, very useful, but solo missions.
Yeah. I was really excited to hear from Lonnie and Russ that maybe that mission will continue. That'd be really cool.
Okay, so we'll ask the longest dive question again with ONC just so I can feel good.
Yes. I don't know, maybe we'll break it this time. It was a cable dive too. It was tracing a cable lay, and we went, I don't know, it was like Endeavour a long way back, you know, and then kind of just marched across the plate.
Okay, here's another question along the same lines, but this one's more so for Mike. What's the longest dive you have been a part of, or was that it?
Well, I was a part of the longest Argus dive. And I might have been a part of that longest ONC one. I can't remember. I remember laying cable with them on here, so it might have been that. And those would be the longest I've ever been a part of, I'm sure.
I figured as much, but...
Yeah, it's a bit unusual, because usually our limiting factor when doing science is what we can carry, right? So usually we come back up before we hit any of those kinds of numbers, because we've got all our bins full.
Randy, could you mute your mic for once? Just for a second, I want to see something.
Sure.
And then continue doing what you were doing if needed. Well, so Argus pilot gets some frequency from the winch.
Yeah.
And so I was just curious if it mattered if you're muted or not.
I see.
So.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I listen to you directly, I don't hear it.
Ah.
Which is really strange. It's only with SPL.
With SPL.
It's like the frequencies hit just right or something. And it
Resonances.
catches.
Yeah, I can tell when you're touching the winch.
Yeah.
I can hear it too.
It's nothing on your fault. It was just a curious thing.
Okay. Well, if it's my fault, I can't do anything else either. So.
Fix it. Come on. You're the sound guy. How are those frequencies? No.
Well, we can hear it, so it's a pitch.
Well, if you're with us watching along on Nautilus Live, let us know what your questions are about the dive. We have about 600 meters left to go. Good time to get your questions in.
What are the plans for the dive?
Nicole, you want to talk us through
sure.
that?
So we're going to go to waypoint 2 and probably take the gas tight right away, just to have a sample in the bag before we go explore a little bit. We mapped a few new waypoints overnight, so we have a few new seep targets. One of them is off the ridge, so we're interested to know if there's more exposed hydrate there or a strong target where we can get another gas tight or some push cores. So we'll explore that area, possibly come back up onto the ridge to explore another seep target, and then head north. We didn't get very far on this dive spatially last time, so we're going to try to cover some ground if we can to see more of this feature, because it was very interesting and seemed like it had a lot more to explore. But it's a short dive, so we know we're likely to run out of time before we get through all of the objectives.
What time is our pilot appointment?
Not sure what the pilot time is, but I know we have to be underway or like close to underway by noon.
Gotcha.
Roughly how long is the transit to?
15 hours?
Oh, wow.
Hi to any folks tuning in over from the Okeanos Explorers live stream. They just tweeted at us that Okeanos isn't diving, but we are. So hi, if you're hopping over here, happy to have you. Mike, what's it like flying with the front porch all loaded up? Do you just kind of eventually like block out the little rope handles and the gas tights and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it is annoying. It's hard to, it makes getting nice imagery very difficult for us because the more, we want to have the camera tilted down as much as possible, usually if we're imaging stuff on the seafloor so that we can keep the vehicle off the seafloor, right? So if there's too much stuff on the porch, then the camera needs to be not looking down as much, which means the vehicle has to be lower, which means we're hitting rocks and stirring up the bottom. Or we have to zoom in on things from further away so we get all the particulate in the water and stuff. I think from a piloting perspective, like, I mean, I'm not referring to that little piece of rope there now, but a lot of times I know we don't want it in there in general for to make nice video, but I often, like, as a pilot, I would, if I had my way, I would probably keep the edge of the porch in the picture, you know, so I had that perspective. But this little handle is not doing it for me either. But if I go up, then I get this wicked lens flare and I'm up. See, so that's how big that porch is, right? I'm already looking up into the bumper bar now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a whole lot to do here. We usually have a little porch, half the size of this one. So that porch goes right back to the end of this bread basket, or milk crate here. This is our engineering porch. We're here to do work today.
Not just sciencing around.
Nope.
Well, you have to put the short one on for ONC so you can snug up to...
No. This big porch stays on as permanent for ONC. They'll fill that up with all manner of gizmo and gadget. So if we were going to have the small porch, it's like outside ONC. So unfortunately, I have not gotten to work with the small porch this year because that's the one you need to take the nice pictures. But, you know, like, obviously we have the small porch is quite small. So, you know, look what we have here, 2 gas tights and a hydrate sampler is a standard loadout. So it takes up a bit of room.
Plus a pokey stick and a scoop.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, a teacher in Southern California said, what is the next expedition? You've heard us refer to it a few times. ONC, Ocean Networks Canada, is our next expedition, and we'll just have a 2-day port stop and to exchange personnel, both in the US and in Canada, and then load on their team and head out for that expedition. If you want to check out a little more about that, it's on the expedition page of the website. You can see what that's about. It's our 6th year working with Ocean Networks Canada, six times out of the last 7 years. I don't know, Tammy, what's Ocean Networks Canada cruise all about?
It's mainly a lot of, so it's a underwater observatory system that they have at the hydrothermal vents mainly off of Vancouver Island. And so they do a lot of different maintenance work as well as putting other instruments down. So for instance, they have instruments for just to study biology and habitats and how they are affected by different factors such as, you know, maybe a changing fauna or, you know, let's look at the Strait of Georgia versus out here, as well as it's an early earthquake detection system. So we put a lot of seismometers down in the ocean bed. So that's a long process. That takes a couple, like what, Mike, a day maybe to try and dig the hole and then put that down. And then you cut bags of glass beads. So it's like this little cylinder that kind of sits in there. And all the instruments talk to each other. So if you think about the old wired internet systems, how you have like one router and then all these cables going out from there, it's kind of like that. They'll have like one power box that will go to several different boxes or other instruments, or platforms, I should say, not boxes, that will communicate to each other. So if one instrument gets triggered by some kind of seismic activity, the rest will trigger to start recording, as well as just their normal timed out times they record. A lot of the instruments can be controlled from shore as well, so they can, if scientists on shore that's working with that particular instrument is curious of what's going on, they can turn it on and look or do different tests. A lot of times they get a lot of fauna and different growth on them, so we go down and we have to just clean the instruments, check them. A lot of CTDs need to get swapped out because they can only hold so much information. So then at the different sites, I think almost every site has a CTD. And so kind of alternate where and when they swap those out so they can take the info back and study it, as well as really pretty photo opportunities and imagery, seeing the actual venting and black smokers. So it's a really cool dive or dives to see when we actually get to like Endeavour and such. Just beautiful scenery, I may say. But we'll do like some biology sampling, gas tight, a lot of temperature taking, but that's also with the pig. I'm not sure what else it's called. I know we call it
the bars.
That's it. I was like,
Can't remember exactly.
Benthic and receptivity sensor.
There you go.
Yeah.
Randy, can you quickly go through the gauges there?
so yeah, all sorts of different stuff. A lot more technical. Sometimes it may be troubleshooting an instrument. It may have stopped working, and so the ROVs just have to kind of unplug, plug it back in, just like you would with, you know, your internet stopped working. So you have to, you know, reboot it. So sometimes we're just rebooting things. Other times it's trying to fix or replace. There's hydrophones down there to listen to the activity going on. So I believe Ocean Networks Canada also has an inland as well as on-land observatories as well. I'm not totally certain if they communicate to each other, but usually if something happens in one place, you're going to check your other observatory. So I know of at least 4 that they have. One is like in Newfoundland, right, Mike? Up there or something?
They just put down a kind of a platform there in Holyrood, I think, last year. And then the other assets that they have there are ones that they've taken over from that were pre-existing. So I noticed on their website fairly recently they have like smart buoys in Placentia Bay, but those were there before. They've just taken them over and put them under their umbrella. I guess they're managing them now.
And then they have onshore, and then the inshore is mainly Strait of Georgia and around that area, and then offshore is off of Vancouver Island, more at the bigger vents.
They also have some sensors on the BC ferries, which is pretty cool for the surface.
Oh, yes.
You know, flow through kind of.
And they have to check those every other week or at least once a month as well. I think one of the technicians kind of in charge of that will actually be out here, Will. I think he's one in charge of the ferries. Or was. He might have passed it on, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I just pulled up their website. You know, they have the Cambridge Bay and Arctic drifter buoys in the Arctic.
Oh yeah, the Arctic. I forgot about that one.
Bay of Fundy, Marine Institute, Holyrood, and even the Smart Atlantic buoys in the Atlantic. Then the BC North Coast at Kitimat Village in Prince Rupert. Then the section we'll be going to in the Northeast Pacific Ocean, formerly called the Neptune, maybe still called the Neptune, not sure,
no.
Observatory.
Nope.
Northeast Pacific Observatory. And then there's the Salish Sea and Campbell River. It's a lot of infrastructure.
Yeah, if you go to their website, they have nice graphics of simplified graphics to kind of see how it spreads out throughout the ocean and different areas.
Yeah, so that expedition is a month long. It's 28 days. So if you want to check out a little more about that, expedition page is a great spot to go.
Almost there, 1,400 meters.
Yeah.
Yay. Then we get to actually do stuff.
Yeah.
We better not get too excited, otherwise we're going to jinx ourselves.
No, that gas seep will be super slow this morning or something.
Bloop, yeah.
Yeah, or out of nowhere, like there's just a bunch of fish that don't let us do anything.
Do not wish more sablefish on us.
Yeah.
We will not take it as the cleanup crew anymore.
After this, I'm going to go have a good sablefish dinner, I guess.
I'll show them.
Yeah, black cod,
Sure.
anyone?
We're actually, be excited, viewers. Sometime today, it's just early morning East Coast time where our production team is, but we have a pretty cool video cut of the sablefish swarm the first day, and it's coming out today. Sometime today, stay tuned.
Coming to a computer screen near you.
Exactly, coming to the Nautilus Live social media near you. So we're getting greetings from the south of France. Hello. Sounds like a nice place to be
Yeah,
watching
that's what I was
exploration.
thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe they're looking over the med while watching Nautilus Live.
Folks in 16 countries here with us this morning. Including Indonesia.
Whoa,
Nice.
I wonder who's watching. That's my parents.
I was going to say, is it family?
Hi, Randy's family.
All right, what is everyone most excited about for the dive? Like one thing to do other than the possibility of actually having more things to do.
The visibility.
Yeah, I'd like good visibility and just nice features to look at.
Especially after some of our like more murky, shallower dives. It'll be nice to be back to this spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the boulders and that kind of just really different landscape.
I was just going to say the different structures and seeing something a little different. So, Nicole, you got one?
Kind of the same. I think it definitely is up there as one of the most picturesque dives. So it's going to be neat to explore that new spot that is off the ridge and kind of come back up the ridge and be able to see that full feature.
Jeff, is this one you helped to pick out, or the new points?
Nope, they were picked while I was still sleeping this morning.
Is that about a mic?
Oh, so we can't blame you if none of this comes
Right on
true.
schedule.
Oh no.
I think it's Susan.
So yeah, you take the winch in your hand. If we don't see any returns in the sonar, we'll stop up at 50.
Okay.
Maybe before then. Starting to get some stuff there in the Argus sonar now. See?
Yeah, see some.
I've got altitude coming in at 86 meters.
Okay. Okay, it's at 80 for Argus altitude.
Yep. Not seeing anything hard there yet, though.
Yeah.
That's really soft bottom there, too.
Yeah, that's true. It's at 70. $60.
Roger.
You want me to still stop at 50 or?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. 60. $62 or something.
There's some harder stuff coming.
Yeah, that's about 50. You like me to stop, Mike?
Yeah, stop there, yeah.
All right, stopping.
Okay, winch is all stopped, right? All right. All right, so I'm going to come around and get under you and face out east. So we'll take an easterly heading. Just
Sure.
Hold on, not yet. Let me get some slack in the tether here.
Let me also decrease the SBP range. Let's put in 50 then.
Can you go to DVL yet?
Just wait till I get out front. You probably could now, but